Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I'll share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life.
What up? Big Herc 916, getting down fresh out. And one of the viewers emailed and asked me a question about what I thought about the whole Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell case, and are we gonna see any type of justice, or is it just a dog and pony show? Well, if you haven't been doing your research about Epstein and about his ties to a lot of these billionaires, these multi-millionaire tech guys, then you've been sleeping, man, because this guy, he used to hobnob with the elite. And at the end of the day, the name of the game is having information on people. Information you can use to get shit done. And Epstein was a master at that, and he utilized his access to these people with these different sexual acts he would get them to get involved in. And in my opinion, that was his whole angle. He had dirt probably on any and everybody, and that's what Epstein Island was all about. It was all about gathering information, intel, for possibly blackmail. That's how you get people to do shit in their world, is you blackmail them. You blackmail them, and if you need something to vote one way, or you need something to go another way, either this person does it or the tapes are released. And this has been going on for, decades, man, this type of information usage. And, there's no doubt that this guy was running women illicitly, involved in human trafficking. And Ghislaine Maxwell was most likely, just as involved as far as what he was doing. And, was his number one, recruiter. To say that he hung himself in prison, committed suicide, no videotape. Man, look. In prison, they have video running 24 hours a day. Suicide Watch, they pay inmates. Their job is to watch the suicide tank. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there. I can recall a guy I was locked up with. This guy, he didn't appear to be crazy or off the rocker or 5150, and he disappeared one day. And word was he committed suicide. I'd never seen him again. He used to tell me some crazy stories about people he knew, things he were connected with, and that was it. The guy disappeared. So who knows what Epstein, what really happened and where he's at, if he even is dead, because we haven't seen the body. This is the feds, man. They can make shit happen. And this trial of Ghislaine Maxwell, you notice there haven't been mainstream media, and the underlining tones of what is really going on have not been spoken of. And that's, what does she know? And who does she have dirt on? And where are the tapes? They said there were video cameras everywhere on the Epstein Island, and the flight log shows that the who's who visited the island. And I'm quite sure that wasn't the only island, man. There's probably multiple islands of this going on, man, and these people who are involved in this type of lifestyle, man, it hasn't stopped because Epstein disappeared or Ghislaine's in jail. I met a girl one time from I want to say she was from where was she from? I think Croatia, I believe. And she was telling me about, this is back when Omar Gaddafi was still alive, and how her friend used to mess with Omar Gaddafi, one of his sons, and about some resort, and the type of stuff that was going on at this resort over in I don't think it was actually Libya. It was in a European country, I believe. But she told me some stories, man. And I was fresh out of prison, and I was trying to bust her cheeks. So I didn't really take into account everything she said. But in retrospect, I could see how these places attract a certain demographic, and, people of power, when they can get these people on camera, it can be very compromising. And that's the game, man. This girl used to party with the billionaire, her friend, it's these guys, you could only imagine what kind of power and stuff they had going on. But yeah, this is something they keep us, looking in other directions, but you don't see any transcripts of the Ghislaine Maxwell case. You don't really see a whole lot of coverage. Most of the stuff that we know about is secondhand. And, mainstream media is controlling that narrative. So will she get convicted? I'm surprised she even made it to trial, but we'll see what happens. And if there will be other indictments to follow when she's done naming names or talking about whoever else is, involved. Crazy stuff, man. But, just know that the game is bigger than you could ever imagine. And, the next level of the game is always to compromise someone so that you can get them to do what you need them to do. They do it all the time in Hollywood and politics and sports. You see guys getting set up all the time by women and other individuals so that they can serve their interests. So don't be surprised, man. But we'll see. We'll see how this little trial plays out and what follows. But don't expect too much news coverage because they're going to keep us distracted once the actual rulings come down and the documents become public. I don't know. You might be able to research them right now and get the transcripts, but it'd be interesting to see what names are actually being dropped. Big Herc 916, fresh out.
I'm Big Herc, and I have over a decade of experience in the prison system. Yeah, I've done a lot of time, made a lot of stupid mistakes, but that's why I'm here with you today, educating you on the Mastermind program by Fresh Out. See, they don't give you a manual when you go to jail on how to survive. They don't tell you how to go take a shower, where to sit at when you go to chow, what to do when you have mail call, how to handle your commissary. See, we cover that and a multitude of other topics that are very important, because if you do the wrong thing, you can get your damn wig split. We have over 100 million views as of date on our YouTube channel, but we've put and condensed all this knowledge into this Mastermind program so that you can provide your client with a winning chance. Do yourself a favor and your client a favor and sign them up for our program so they don't have to get their wig split and they can make it out alive.